everybody, Erica Serwin here from Pink Bugger Designs, and I have got the cutest project to show you today. This is a tiny little mini coffee cup carrier, and I made it in similar fashion as our coffee cup carriers that we have in our new catalog. But I wanted to make one that would hold just a K-cup. I love to give these in the fall, the pumpkin flavored, or there's just gingerbread flavor. There's so many flavors. So I thought, let's make a little carrier that looks like a coffee cup carrier to hold those little K-cups. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the beautiful autumn stamp set, as well as the coordinating punches, and my favorite plaid tidings designer series paper. All right, well, let's get started. Let's make our holders first. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, there is a link here at the bottom in the description that will take you over to my blog. And on my blog, there is a PDF that looks just like this. And it's got this project on the second page with all the products that I'm using, as well as the measurements. So don't feel like you have to write all of this down. You can just print it out or save it to your computer. Okay, you're going to need 2 pieces of soft suede cardstock that measure 6 by 6.5. Now on the long side, we're going to score at 4 and 6. We're going to turn it to the short side and score at 2 and 4. Now come back to the long side, and we're going to score at 2 inches only to that first score line, okay? So just like that. All right, let's do it again on the second piece. On the long side, you're going to score at 4 and 6. Turn it on the short side and score at 2 and 4. Come back to the long side and score right there at the 2-inch mark, only to that first horizontal score line. Okay, grab your scissors, which of course mine are across the room. Grab your scissors, and we're going to trim this down, okay? First thing we're going to do is we're going to cut off these rectangles right here. And we're going to cut this one at an angle. Okay, so cut that tab and like that. All right, now we're going to come down here to the bottom, and we're going to cut this like that. Then cut the corners off of both of those pieces. On either side of that score line. Then do the same thing here and the same thing here. Now we're going to come up here, we're going to cut this square off, and we're going to cut this square at an angle. Okay, so cut this one like that, and then I want you to cut this one from the bottom corner all the way to the top corner. Okay, that makes sense. Now also, we're going to cut this right here. We're going to take our scissors and just cut in. All right, so this is what it looks like now. It's kind of looks like a ship, maybe. If you want to pause the video so you can see exactly how to cut it, this is the time to do that. Okay, let's do the next one. The same way, we're going to cut off those end tabs while making that center tab at an angle. Then we're going to come down here, and we're going to cut these. We're going to cut at that score line at an angle. We're going to cut that one at an angle, and that one at an angle. Now we're going to cut this one off like that. Cut the center one from the bottom corner to the top, and then cut in right there. All right, now we're going to adhere this end over end like this, okay? So you want to use a really strong adhesive, which for me is the Stampin' Seal Plus. Put it on that tab, and we're going to overlap just like that. Now bring this tab over, and we're going to fold all those lines in, and if you fold that guy in and this guy over, they'll match up perfectly. All right, so put your Stampin' Seal Plus on the tab and fold. Let's get it lined up. fold over, matching the edges. All right, so there. Now can you see where we're going with this? Those are going to fold in. But let's fold up the bottom first. We're going to put adhesive on a little bit. Let's put a little bit on this one, like that, so it'll fold and it'll adhere to those tabs. Make sure it's square because we've cut it at an angle. There we go. And now this one, we'll put a whole line of adhesive and close it. All right, now these little flags, we're going to fold in and we're going to adhere. But before you adhere, make sure that your circle punch will punch through there. You can use any size circle, but it's going to need to punch through 2 layers of cardstock. If your punch won't punch through 2 layers of cardstock, punch one, fold it over the other, and then punch the other to match. All right, so we're going to fold those in and adhere. And the circle punch is just going to be like a thumb hole for our thumb to pick it up. And there it is. So cute, right? So stinking cute. Now, I have cut my DSP, one for each side, and I'm using the plaid tidings. And as I turn it over, you can see that we've got, we've got Christmas paper, Christmas colored plaid, or masculine plaid. Just the point is you can make this little K-cup carrier for any occasion. Okay, I'm doing it for fall because that's the mood I'm in, but you could do it for Christmas. You could do it in the spring. You could do it in the summer. They have K-cups that make cold drinks. That would be nice in the summer, wouldn't it? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. We've got stuck. There we go. That is some strong adhesive. Okay, now let's make the little tag. I have cut out a tasteful label dies, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment in soft suede. Okay, do that over here on the right side. Then I'm going to take the little leaves and stamp those in Bumblebee like that. All right, now let's stamp the leaves in Bumblebee. I need to make sure it's clean. I've used it several times today. I'm going to stamp it once here in Bumblebee. I'm going to get the other leaf and do the same thing in Bumblebee. Now I'm going to fill in, use what I call the fill-in stamp. And I'm going to stamp that in Bumblebee, but I'm going to stamp it off first before I stamp it on that image so that it's not too terribly dark. I'm going to do the same thing with this fill-in stamp right there. Then we've got matching punches. Don't we all love a matching punch? Okay, there's that one. And that one. Now, I'm going to put these on here. Let's do mini dimensionals. There's one, and we'll have one leaf going up that way, and the other leaf going down that way. And then I have already cut out a little tiny heart out of pumpkin pie cardstock, and I'm just going to put that in the center. I thought that we needed to add a heart somewhere. Whoops. We needed to add a heart somewhere to go with our saying. All right, I'm going to put that there with a glue dot like that. All right, now we'll grab our regular dimensionals and put that here on the side like that. All right, now for our K-cups. I don't have any pumpkin spice, but I did find in our K-cup drawer caramel vanilla cream, which sounds like a good fall color. I have cut out 2 pumpkin pie scalloped circles using our layering circle dies. Then I pulled out the Bumblebee Designer Series paper. This one is the pumpkin pie from the Regals stack. This is from the In Color stack. And I punched those circles there. 1.5 inches will fit perfectly. And let's do our little acorns. We're going to need that soft suede ink. And I'm going to stamp them on soft suede cardstock. And I'm going to use that fill-in stamp just for the cap. I think I will stamp off. Let's see. So it's not too dark. Well, maybe it does need to be dark. Yeah, I like it dark. There we go. And now our acorn punch. And we'll grab those mini dimensionals again. Right there. In the center. And then back to the big dimensionals for the tops of our coffee, our K-cups. And we'll put that one right there, and that one right there. And put them in like that. And last but not least, we need a bow, right? I mean, don't we always need a bow? That's how I feel. So we've got Bumblebee gingham ribbon, which ties in perfectly to our color scheme. And we're just going to tie that around the handle. There we go. Straighten those up. Trim that off. And voila, we are done. Wouldn't those be fun teacher treats this year? I always think about my kids' teachers. We had a K-cup coffee maker in our teacher's lounge. So wouldn't that be special for them to have a fun little special cup of coffee? All right, make sure you hop over to my blog, grab the PDF. It's free. Save it, print it, do whatever you want. All the measurements that you need are here, as well as any products that I used. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Please let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day. Bye-bye.